Hello everyone. In this video we're going to do some examples of the law of cosines. The law of cosines is very useful because using the law of cosines and given any arbitrary triangle, if we have three sides of the triangle, we can find any angle. And if we have two sides and an angle, we can find the third side. And it does not have to be a special right angle triangle. It can be any triangle. Let's try to do some examples now. Here is a triangle. The values that we know for triangle XYZ, this side is length 6, this side is length 9, and this angle is 131 degrees. How would you find side Z? Now, what's the formula we use? C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine C, right? Now, none of these are C's, A's, and B's, but the important thing to note here is that C is just the angle, C is the side we're solving for, and A and B are the sides which form angle C. So A and B are the sides adjacent to angle C, and side C is the one we're solving for, which is opposite angle C. So over here, we're solving for Z, and so Z squared is on this side, and sides 6 and 9 are adjacent to angle Z. So we know 6 and 9 are A and B. So Z squared is equal to 6 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 6 times 9 times cosine of 131. And if we plug this into our calculators, we do some algebra, and we get an answer which is approximately, Z is approximately equal to 14. An interesting thing to notice here is that cosine of 131 is going to be negative. It'll be a little less than negative half. So, when we plug cosine 131 into the formula, we will have minus minus. So, this will turn into a positive quantity. This is because the cosine of an obtuse angle, that is, an angle greater than 90 degrees, is negative. We can tell this from the cosine graph. If this is 90, 180, our cosine graph starts at 0, it's at 1. At 90, it gets to 0. And then from 90 to 180 degrees, the cosine of an angle is negative. This entire region is negative. So that's just an interesting point. Let's do another example. Now, let's try to find an angle. We have three sides. PQR, and our sides are 3, 4, 5. And let's solve for this angle. So our cosine formula looks like this. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. And let's choose this as C, this is B, this is A. So that means C squared, that's 5 squared, is equal to 16 plus 9 minus 2 times 4 times 3 cosine C. And here it gets a little interesting because we have 25 is equal to 25 minus 2 times 4 times 3 cosine c. So if we subtract 25 from both sides, we have 0 is equal to negative 24 cosine c. So cosine c must be equal to 0. This happens when c is 90 degrees. So, using the cosine rule, we see that a triangle is actually a right angle triangle. It has to be a right angle triangle based on the relationship between the sides. Doesn't it all make sense?